Hello, sports fans. We are ready for the NFL Divisional Round of the playoffs in the league where they play for pay. And let's get right to it. I had a perfect week with the picks and wild card weekend. Let's get to the Saturday games. This is the early game on Saturday, 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. Let's go down to Atlanta, where the Atlanta Falcons are -4.5 against the Seattle Seahawks. Seattle coming off the win at home against Detroit. Was leading 10-6 in the third quarter, then pulled away. Detroit at the end of the year absolutely fell apart. Remember, these two teams had a really good game early in the year. Seattle held on and beat Atlanta 26-24. All that controversy at the end was Julio Jones interfered with. So this game should be a real good one. Atlanta coming off the bye, had a very nice season. Beasley on the defense led the league in sacks. Ryan, possible MVP. The offense, you know, is tremendous for Atlanta. This is a very, very interesting game. I am going to go Atlanta here, money line. I don't like Seattle on the road this year. They have not played all that well on the road. Lost to Tampa 14-5. Got blown out by Green Bay 38-10. Struggled against the Niners on the road. Should have lost to Arizona on the road when they had that tie. They did have the one nice win in New England where they had the goal line stand. And you know Seattle's always capable. They've been there before, won a Super Bowl, should have won two. You love their defense. You love Russell Wilson. They're always capable. But I have not liked them on the road this year. I've said it for a while. I think Atlanta off a bye, being their home, I'm going to take the Falcons' money line to get through here. Should be a very, very nice football game. Should be a good one. I'll take the Falcons there, money line. That's pick number one. Pick number two. This is the night game on Saturday night, 8:15 Eastern Standard Time. Let's go up to New England, with the New England Patriots are -15.5 against the Houston Texans. New England off the bye. Houston handled Oakland at home. We kind of figured that. Oakland was down to their third-string quarterback. Who thinks Houston can win this game? Does anyone think Houston can win this game straight up? I mean, come on. Houston 2-6 on the road this year. Only beat Jacksonville on the Colts on the road. So they haven't beat a winning team on the road all year. Now they go into a hornet's nest in New England. New England already beat Houston 27-0. I know Houston has a good defense. Maybe they can hang around for a quarter or two, but you have to figure at some point the dam is going to burst and New England is going to pull away and win this game. I know the money line will be astronomical in this game. I know 15.5 is a boatload. I will probably move the game down in a teaser to 9.5. I think New England can win by at least 10, if not more. I mean, you got to think at some point in the second half, New England is just going to pull away. Houston doesn't have the firepower to keep up with this New England team. You have to like New England here, you know, whether it's money line, whether it's teaser, whether it's even straight up. You have to think the Patriots are going to win. I mean, you cannot possibly think the Texans are going to win. I like New England. That's pick number two. Pick number three, let's go to the Sunday games. 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on Sunday afternoon. We have a real good one here at Arrowhead Stadium where the Kansas City Chiefs are -1.5 against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Kansas City off a bye. Pittsburgh beat up on Miami. Miami had a very nice year, but they were walking into an impossible spot last week. This is a very, very nice game. Don't look into the Big Ben injury. I know he was in a walking boot. He's out of that. He will play. He's a very tough guy. Don't look into that at all. The Steelers blew out Kansas City this year in Pittsburgh. Don't take too much out of that game either. They are now changing venues. This will be a whole different game in Kansas City. Pittsburgh does not play as well on the road as they do at home. Kansas City will be all fired up for some revenge. They play well at home. This should be a good smash mouth, slug it out, just really hard-hitting football game in the cold. I think this game could go either way. The Steelers have to contain Hill. Hill can really turn the game around, you know, with his kickoff returns. He does a lot of good things, Hill. Steelers got to contain him. I think it's a 3 or 4 point game either way. I think it's definitely under a touchdown either way. So I'm going to move the line to 7.5 and grab Pittsburgh. Maybe I'll play Pittsburgh and New England in a teaser. But I have to think the game is going to be 7 or less. You know, either way, you want to tell me Kansas City's going to win by 3, or Pittsburgh's going to win by 3. I couldn't argue with you, but I think the game will be close. Remember, the Steelers went out in this exact spot last year in the divisional round in Denver. They were beating Denver late in the fourth quarter. The third-string running back for the Steelers fumbled. turned the whole game around. Denver won. The rest is history. They won the Super Bowl. Remember, the Steelers' top 2 backs were out last year. Now they're both healthy. Bell is healthy this year. That'll make a big difference. We'll see if the Steelers can get past this round now. Very, very interesting game. I think it's close either way. I'll take the Steelers plus 7.5 in a teaser. That is a must-watch football game. One of the best football games of the year right there in Arrowhead Stadium. The fans should be tremendous. Let's go to the final pick. Pick number 4, the late game on Sunday afternoon. The Dallas Cowboys are home, minus 4.5 against the Green Bay Packers. Dallas, of course, off a bye week. Dallas only really lost 2 games all year. I throw out the Philly game. Dallas basically lost to the Giants. They lost to them twice, and that's it. They beat everybody else. They should be well rested. Green Bay beat the Giants last week. What a strange game that was. The Giants were dominating the first half, but were only leading 6-0 because of the drop passes and all the miscues. You turn around at the half, and Green Bay's up 14-6 after they just throw a Hail Mary. So you're like, how in the world are the Giants down by 8? They should be winning this game. Then in the second half, the Giants get it to 14-13 when Green Bay, for some reason, went for the 4th and 1 on their own in their own territory. I didn't like the call by McCarthy there at all. I didn't like the play call either. Giants hit the bomb after that, make it 14-13. You figure the Giants are back in the game. From there, it all fell apart. Aaron Rodgers had a field day, and Green Bay just pulled away in the second half and blew out the Giants. Green Bay hot, I mean unbelievably hot at this point. Doing it with a patchwork defense, have all sorts of guys hurt on defense. They're still putting it together. We'll see if Nelson gets on the field. He's doubtful right now with that rib injury. You'd like to see him on the field. I got to go with Dallas here. I have to go with Dallas. Off the bye week, I think that offensive line is going to dominate that Green Bay defense. I think they're going to keep Aaron Rodgers off the field. That's Dallas's best defense in this game. Keep Aaron Rodgers off the field. Dallas offensive line will push Green Bay around, control the game on the ground with Elliott. Prescott will make his plays, a little play action here, a little play action there. Dallas is going to get their points. They'll make just enough stops. And I think the Dallas offensive line is going to be the key to this game. They will control the game. They will control the running game. They'll keep Aaron Rodgers and Green Bay off the field. I have to think the Green Bay winning streak stops here. That defense, which has a lot of guys out, finally comes back to bite them here. Green Bay's defense is not great. I think Dallas is going to score some points in this game. I like Dallas there to win, so I like Dallas. I'll probably go money line there again. I'll take Dallas in the money line. So those are my picks for the divisional round of the NFL. Should be some really good games. Dallas-Green Bay should be a good game. KC-Pittsburgh looks like a tremendous game. Atlanta-Seattle looks like a good game. I don't know what you're going to get from Houston up in New England, but the other 3 games look really, really good. We're down to the final 8 teams, so you got some good quality teams left now. So those are the picks for NFL divisional round. Real quick last night, Clemson does it. They pull off the upset. They beat Alabama 35-31. They score the touchdown with 1 second left as Watson hits Renfro. I know a lot of people were complaining that was a pick play at the end of the game. I'd rather focus on Alabama's defense just not getting it done last night. Alabama led 14-0. They led 17-7. They led 24-14. They led 24-21. They led 31-28 with 2 minutes left. And their defense could not stop Clemson. They just could not do it. This is an Alabama defense that shut down everyone, that didn't let up any points at all this year. They let up 21 points in the fourth quarter. I'd rather focus on that. Clemson offense, after a shaky start, Watson had a couple of turnovers. He was tremendous after that, threw for over 400 yards. The Clemson offense won this game. They outplayed the Alabama defense. So many big plays in the passing game. Renfro was huge. Williams was huge. Leggett, who had a drop early in the game, had a tremendous catch at the end of the game. Give Clemson so much credit. They lost to Alabama last year. They hung in this game. They had so many chances to fold in this game. They were down by double digits for a lot of this game. They kept hanging in there, made the plays at the end. So I'd like to focus on what Clemson did rather than that pick play at the end of the game. I think Clemson's offense, was the story in this game, and Alabama's defense just did not get it done. Like I said, multiple chances to stop Clemson, could not do it, had a double-digit lead, and they could not stop Clemson. Clemson was making big plays all over the field. I don't want to hear about Alabama loss because Kiffin wasn't the offensive coordinator. Alabama had 31 points. That's more than enough with their defense to win the game. They did not need to score any more than that. They needed to make some stops, especially in the fourth quarter. They could not get it done. Congratulations to Clemson. They've been knocking on the door for a while. They struggled during the regular season, found a way to beat Florida State, hung on against Louisville. Should have lost to NC State, pulled that game out in overtime. They did lose to Pitt. It didn't cost them. They came alive at the end of the year, blew out South Carolina, won comfortably in the ACC championship game, blew out Ohio State, and showed a lot of guts and grits in this game. Tremendous win by Clemson. Watson, of course, will turn pro. Congratulations to the Clemson Tigers. They are the national champions this year in college football. They deserve it. Their fans are tremendous. By the way, put Clemson on your bucket list if you haven't been down there. It is a wild scene. Get down there once in your lifetime. You will enjoy it. I guarantee it. Congratulations to the Clemson Tigers. So there you go. You guys are all caught up. You guys are all set. You guys, thanks as always for the support. Thanks for all the great messages. You guys stay happy, healthy, and safe. Pick a lot of winners. Make a lot of money. I'll talk to you guys very, very soon. Take care.